This episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
Stress is a part of life, and one of the best ways to release that stress is through a massage. Imagine how this will benefit your relationship if you can help your wife release tension, become more calm overall, and in most cases, build intimacy. Today, what we're going to do is unpack the benefits of massaging your wife, because it's really one of the best things you can do for her, yourself, and overall your marriage. Now, before we get deep into today's content, I do want to direct you down to the description box. If you would like to help support the Husband Coach's Corner, consider buying me a coffee using the link in the description box. It really means a lot knowing that there are people that want to support me in this way and support this content and this podcast and this show going out there to help the husbands all across the globe. I also recommend, if you aren't already, that you sign up for my newsletter. It's going through a complete revamp of how that's going to engage and interact with the community. So you don't want to miss out on the content that's going to be coming through the newsletters. If you want to do that, check the description box below, and it's completely free to sign up. And guess what? You get a copy of the Wife Journal 100% for free. Now, let's go ahead and dive into our content, because today is going to be a good episode talking all about why we should give our wives a massage. The first reason that we should give our wives a massage is to help her relax. Think about it like this. The massage will help relax and de-stress our wives. This is huge with the demands of work, kids, other responsibilities, whatever may be in your relationship. It's easy to get overwhelmed and really draw in tension. And that tension could overall cause conflict in your marriage. And you don't want to be on the receiving end, at least I don't. I don't believe that you would either, to be on the receiving end of this tension. So if you could help release this tension, relieve this issue, whatever it is, for your wife, and give her a little bit of space to be relaxed in your relationship, then you probably already want to do it. And obviously that goes beyond just massages. There's other things that you can do, like giving her free time away from the kids. If she's constantly around the kids, and you can see that starts to build tension. But in the idea of a massage, this is an active way for you to engage, and you're helping her relax. All right. It can really, really work wonders for providing this stress relief. And guess what? You are directly tied to that, which brings me to my next point, which is this: when you massage your wife, you strengthen your emotional connection with her, because you're the one that's directly providing her the space, the de-stress. Guess what? You become a source of de-stress in the relationship. Now, this helps out a lot down the line when you guys end up in a conflict. Now, I'm not telling you, I don't want you guys to hear me say, or I don't want you to walk away thinking that I'm saying that because you massage your wife, that when you come into a conflict, she's not going to be upset. No, that's not what I'm saying. But at the subconscious level, because you have made this emotional connection about helping her de-stress, she still sees you as an instrument or a avenue to less stress. Okay. And that's perfectly fine. And that's actually extremely healthy, because I want my wife to look at me and be like, yeah, my husband is a safe person that I can go and confide in, and I can spend time with, and I know that he has my back. All right. You want to get to that point in your relationship, and giving your wife a massage is just one more step in the direction of achieving that goal. Now, this is also so important because you're taking time to focus on your wife's needs and providing her this comfort to help deepen your bond overall. And when you take time to focus on your wife's needs, just think about how that is going to help your relationship in the long term. I've said in many episodes before that our wives are seeking to connect with us and they're looking for us to provide a level of comfort. When you are taking time to provide for your wife in this way, not just financially and, the other things, but now you are providing a form of relaxation. That is an amazing opportunity that you don't want to bypass just because, like the massage is going to help you overachieve in this area in many cases. And it's a ton of fun because it builds into my third point, which is erotic intimacy. All right. Now, before we get way off into the wrong direction here, sure, absolutely, it will and has the possibility of leading to sex. And that is great between a man and a woman that are married. Absolutely, that's God honoring, right? But I don't want you to hear that this leads to just sex. When I talk about erotic intimacy, I'm really talking about developing a very sensual arousal towards one another. And for the men who struggle with adult rated content and not seeing their wives in the way that they should because they're perverted in thinking other things about women because of the false scenarios that we see on these adult rated content streams, right? Because of that, we need to reprogram our minds to seeing our wife as the most beautiful thing that has ever walked this earth. And a lot of guys think that this just can't be done. It absolutely can. And it comes through building that erotic intimacy where when you touch your wife, like there's a level of excitement, right? And when you start to, just imagine it like this, right? You got the candles lit in the room. You got some slow jams playing. You got a little bit of warm oil on your hands. And there's your bride, relaxed, calming, and you're just giving, a nice gentle glide across her skin. And hopefully, you get the picture there, right? When you set that type of tone and mood on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, right? You are going to develop a different way of viewing your wife. And your wife is also going to develop a different way of viewing you, which is hopefully in my experience in a positive way. All right. The erotic, sensual arousal that comes from a husband taking care of his wife in this way through a massage is just so amazing because you're not only de-stressing, but you're also giving physical touch, and you're going to get like mad brownie points. If physical touch is your wife's top 2 love languages, this is going to get you mad brownie points because that's what a massage is. It's all physical touch. Now,
this episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
Let me go just in a different direction for a quick moment, right? There's other types of massages. Maybe your wife isn't into the one that I just described. So you can give her a foot rub. That's perfectly fine, especially if she has a job where she's on her feet or maybe her feet just hurt. But giving her a foot rub is a really easy one. You guys can do it while you watch a movie, or, you listen to some music and she tells you about her day. Like, now I'm giving you like the golden piece here, where you can start stacking stuff on top, right? So you're having a deep, intimate conversation. You're giving her a foot rub, and you are de-stressing all of whatever issue she was having throughout the day. And if you are getting the newsletter, then this is a perfect time to drop some of those questions that I offer in the newsletter. Like, there's so many ways that you can just start getting involved with your wife in a loving, more intimate way, right? You could also do this over a neck rub. Okay. Like, I give my wife neck rubs, and this isn't one of those things where it has to be long and drawn out. All right. Maybe 10 minutes. You could even get away with probably 5 minutes, given whatever the circumstance or situation that you may be in. But definitely 10 minutes, I think, is a fair time frame to partake in this type of massage. All right. Now, obviously, if you go into the more intimate type of massage that I was just talking about earlier, then 10 minutes probably isn't going to cut it. Like, you got to commit to that. All right. And in the way of committing to that, here's a bonus material for you. Follow it up with a bubble bath. All right. If your wife is into those, of course, like, you got to tailor this to your marriage. So follow it up with something that you can tailor to your marriage. And the reason is, again, you are helping your wife relax. You're connecting emotionally. You're building that erotic, sexual intimacy. But at the same time, you're showing her that she matters, that you took time to plan all of this out, and that you are fully present, aware, available to her. You're going to hear me say this a lot this year. Aware, present, and available. And there's a reason why we have to do this, because too many husbands, myself included, have just been isolated from our wives, and they don't feel like we are available. That's one of the reasons why I had to slow down with the content, because I was spending more time helping other people with their marriage, that I wasn't focusing on my own as much as I should have. And my wife, in her very loving way, she explained that to me, and I said, okay, I need to take care of that. So this is important. All right. I'm giving you stuff that I am also doing with my wife as frequently as I possibly can. All right. So the bonus material here, just in case it didn't make sense, a bubble bath. And if you can, get some candles, light them, get it around the tub. There's tons of websites out there that'll give you ideas on how you can do a candle lit bubble bath. But that is one of the things that you can absolutely do. It's usually fairly inexpensive, especially if you go to a dollar store to get the little candles and all that good stuff. And then have some smooth music playing in the background. That could be from Spotify. There's tons of playlists on Spotify that are smooth jazz or romantic. I think there's even a playlist called Bubble Bath or Romantic Bath or something like that. And you could just play that in the background. It's going to be great. Let your wife have that moment to herself. Keep the kids away, do this after they go to bed, or send the kids to a sitter and turn it into a full night. You know what I mean? That's that's on you, right? But hopefully, this made sense, and it didn't get too far off into the left field. And as all of the husbands that listen to this, they have now come to a new found appreciation for why we should massage our wife, because there are a ton of reasons why husbands should give their wives a massage, but I only covered 3 with that 4th one, which was a bonus of the bath. The physical touch, the emotional benefits, strengthening your bonds. It's all simple, but powerful. Now, with that being said, this is just another way to love your wife every day.